What up, peeps? It is D here from DCTV, and I am with the illustrious Mighty Mosby, and we're here to do the weekly detox. Mighty Mosby, tell them a little bit about who you are, where they can find you.
Hey everybody, this is Mighty Mosby. You can find me on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok, all under Mighty Mosby. I have a Facebook page. You can also check out the books I've written at www.ambermosbywrites.com.
Right. So tell Mighty Mosby, tell the people what you do.
I am a writer, photographer, social media influencer, at least I like to think I am, a cosplayer, and a strong black woman.
Yes. So as I said, we're doing our weekly detox, and for those of you who are new, weekly detox is just when we break down all the latest tea that's occurred over the week, all the mess, and any interesting and new entertainment news we want to talk about. So it'll be very random. We're just going to give our candid thoughts about how we feel of these different topics of the week. So topic 1, according to Complex, Trina and Eve will be facing off in a Verzuz battle.
Wait.
So Complex says that Verzuz announced Wednesday that Trina and Eve have been booked for a battle later this month. These two rappers are scheduled to face off Wednesday, June 16th. And after that will be followed by Bow Wow and Soulja Boy, who have been trolling each other online, as we've seen. They'll go hit for hit on June 26th. So Mighty Mosby, what do you think about these upcoming Verzuz battles?
Hang on. Did you just say Trina versus Eve?
Trina, the baddest, versus that girl.
How many songs does Trina have? Don't they have to go at least 10 songs each?
They do.
Trina got more than one song?
If you count a 3-bar hook to someone else's song, I would say 4.5 songs.
Okay, look, I don't want to throw shade. Does she got producer credits? Because I'm sitting here like, what kind of catalog does Trina have to go against EVE?
Yeah, I'm confused. I feel like this is the least suspenseful Verzuz they're gonna have.
I feel like they're gonna run out of songs fast, and we're all gonna be in the comments talking smack about how fast they ran out of tracks. Cause like, Eve got like Gwen Stefani tracks and Rough Rider tracks and Love is Blind.
Yes.
And Can Take Over Your Life. Ain't nobody forgot about that. That's Mary J singing hooks. And Trina has, wait, what's that song again? Whoop whoop, pull over that. Oh, child.
Yeah, you can't use that song to battle every song. Eve is gonna have the soulful real world songs like Love is Blind. She's gonna have the tambourine, like your dance anthems.
The tambourine.
And Trina's just gonna be playing pull
over
over
and over. Is she allowed to use the Trick Daddy music? Because that's going to be the most inappropriate Verzuz battle I've ever heard.
The comments alone. So it might be good just to see the comments alone.
Oh, gosh.
Showing how mismatched this Verzuz is.
We know the internet is undefeated when it comes to talking smack about people we think may or may not be irrelevant.
I'm just wondering who all declined before they got to Trina.
How many people did they ask and they're like, no thanks, and Trina's like calling every week, like, put me on the Verzuz, put me on the Verzuz.
I feel like Foxy was taking a break.
Foxy Brown.
Little Kim left them on voicemail.
She might be in another plastic surgery, too busy changing herself into a Korean woman.
And Katrina was like, we're not filming Love and Hip Hop right now. I need to do something besides getting on everybody's nerves.
I feel like maybe they should have put Trina against like Kaya. Now that I would have been ready for, because she like a 2-hit wonder herself. So
no, I got perfect versus Trina. You remember Sita's World?
Sita?
You couldn't just string together all of Sita's greatest
Not
lines.
Sita.
And I feel that would be comparable to Trina's catalog.
And I know we talking a lot of smack about Trina, but don't think I'm not ready to do some roasting on Bow Wow and Soulja Boy. Have you been on Twitter lately and seen Soulja Boy just attacking the world with, I was the first rapper to do this, I was the first rapper to do that, and we're the biggest audience that doesn't care. Okay? No. Like, what do you mean?
I feel like they both have campaigned the most to be in a Verzuz that nobody asked for.
Nobody wants this. Because again, what kind of music does Bow Wow have?
Lil Bow Wow. I don't know Adult Bow Wow. Adult Bow Wow ain't had a hit.
Okay, so if he puts the Lil back in, maybe I'll watch.
If he comes out Lil with the braids.
Not the braids.
And they both come out with the tall t-shirts.
Oh my gosh. Not the tall tees and jorts. The jean shorts jorts. Oh, goodness.
So these are going to be the upcoming Verzuz. I think Verzuz is kind of scraping across the barrel.
They've run out of things. The pandemic is quote unquote over, or I guess. And so now they're like, and the Verzuz have just gotten so blown out of proportion. Remember when it was like Teddy Riley and his messed up sound system, or like Ludacris in his basement? Yeah. Now it's full on stage production sponsored by Ciroc, with hosts like Steve Harvey talking too damn much.
Oh, that's not even
That's a whole nother tangent. You know what? Big love to Earth, Wind, and Fire and the Isley Brothers for crushing it in that Verzuz. But Harvey, if you don't take that wide mouth and them crazy suits and step on him.
Yeah, we need no more outdated host on any of these Verzuz.
Why do they have hosts now?
I don't know why they're necessary.
Remember when they were just, man, y'all, black folks always got to do the most. And I said it.
Yeah. They feel like they got to burn that Triller budget. So they got to have full promotion, live audience, free drinks, after parties.
Not the drinks. Oh my. And where's the COVID rules? Y'all in the middle of the pandemic doing full concerts on stage, nobody wearing masks.
I mean, if they're in Atlanta, that just nothing would change. That's how they've been since the whole panty.
Y'all can't see my face, but I'm grimacing at the thought.
But then again, so just to wrap that up, we're going to be seeing Trina be embarrassed by Eve. And I said it. And
Quote.
We're going to just be there to laugh at the stunts that Bow Wow and Young Draco pull on the 26th of June.
Not Young Draco.
Young Draco.
I can't wait to see what chain he wears.
I can't wait to see what hair he wears. He's been trying on different colored wigs lately. I guess because he got those terrible tattoos burned off, he feel like he got to do something.
Girl, remember the tattoos. Remember he was wearing makeup on Love and Hip Hop all the time?
Now, the more we're talking about it, I am kind of excited.
Okay,
Wow.
This foolishness could be more entertaining than we realize.
I feel like the comments alone are going to be worth the time you invest into watching them play the same 5 songs
Raggedy.
in different remixes.
Raggedy! They use the same producers, so raggedy.
Yes. All right, Verzuz. We'll see. All right. Next topic, Tyler Perry. Everyone's favorite writer, director, producer.
Pass.
Pass. You don't want to see what he's cooking up?
For the wigs he uses alone, I want him arrested. Like, why are we letting him get away with this? He has too much money to constantly choose these wigs. Make it make sense.
Well, you know, there's an audience for everyone, and when you have your own studios, I think whatever idea you come up with, you tell yourself the writer, you tell yourself the producer, and everyone agrees with each other.
I just feel like we're about to see Madea versus Aliens, and I'm just not here for it. Like, what else can he...
Well, according to icecreamcombos.com, Tyler Perry teases possible Why Did I Get Married Again sequel. So according to icecreamcombos.com, Tyler Perry took to the streets of social media Friday and teased the possibility of Why Did I Get Married Again sequel. The mogul posted a mock-up of artwork, which is just a picture of Why Did I Get Married Again with some rings chained together. Very, very, aesthetic and interesting, Tyler. So he put up this caption and he said, I've got a question. Should we revisit this?
I've got an answer. No. Malik Yoba died at the end. Like, what else is there to do? Like, I don't want to see.
And who's getting married again?
That's what I'm saying. I don't think Janet's character is ready to be married after the way her last husband passed. I think maybe they reached all the closure they needed. Unless you're about to show us her married to The Rock, Dwayne Johnson.
Oh my gosh, I forgot the...
Remember? All slim and trim and looking like a silver fox at the end of the movie? Like, okay, if he's coming in, I might be like, but now he's like the size of a brick wall. So...
And do you see The Rock coming to a Tyler Perry
no,
vehicle
you have to,
in the next decade?
You have to call him Dwayne Johnson now. You have to call him Dwayne Johnson. See, he's a real actor now, and he's Dwayne Johnson.
I feel if the choice for myself was between The Rock and Dwayne.
Dwayne.
I'm going to go with the former.
They were like, are you wondering if our child is black?
Yeah,
His
Hollywood
name is
history, Dwayne. Hollywood haven't gotten very far.
And I mean, how's he supposed to come back from Hobbs and Shaw? We supposed to take him serious after Hobbs and Shaw?
Yeah. And I think it's dumb because the point of Why Did I Get Married is to see these dysfunctional couples. Like, if you trying to bring in all these different players to start messing up the vibe, like, I just feel like it's going to be thrown off. It's going to be too much modern references in there. And this is the only vehicle. Why Did I Get Married is like the only vehicle of Tyler Perry that we don't feel is embarrassing. And I feel like they're going to try to add way too much stuff. And it's just going to be his typical Tyler Perry mess.
If Tyler Perry didn't have his own studio, and that's just where I'm going to leave it.
I think that's the best way to wrap up this topic. Tyler Perry's going to do what he wants, though, and the aunties will be there. So we'll see. Why did I get married again? All right, our next topic, we're going to shift into some Marvel news.
Oh, my arena comic book queen.
So this is coming from LRM Online. They have casted possibly a new villain for Wakanda Forever, which is Black Panther 2. So the rumor is that Namor is going to be part of the cast and one of the villains in Wakanda Forever in the Black Panther sequel. Reportedly, the actor TChalla is going to be playing Namor. This actor is originated from Narcos, Mexico. Have you seen that?
I have not.
Okay. Well, that's where he is started from. So he will be playing a villain in the movie. However, other sources are saying that this antagonistic role is going to be Namor. Wakanda and Atlantis will have a comic book history of battling with one another, and it seems that Namor plays a role in these different battles. Although he is part human and part Atlantean, just like Aquaman, Namor is a mutant, which gives him powers beyond normal Atlanteans.
Okay, so now my comic book nerd radar is 100% triggered because, of course, I was all over Twitter when I saw the announcement of Tinoch being casted. And, of course, it came right behind with the controversy. People on the internet are so fast. Like, as soon as his name was listed, somebody was like, there is dirt, and we don't care for this man.
Oh, he has some drama?
He has some drama.
Oh,
allegedly, shout out to Alexander Rogers, allegedly, he made some homophobic remarks.
He got caught, huh? On social media?
Made some homophobic remarks. Now, most of the comments were in Spanish, and I don't speak Spanish, so, some things can get lost in translation, and I don't want to misquote. But allegedly, that's the controversy around his name, that he's made some controversial remarks about that community, and people were like, no thanks. Okay. And then on the other side of that coin, everyone's like, yes, a Latinx actor, like, we on the map, we in here. And then I know that most coins only have two sides, but in my world, it's got a three sides. Okay, so on the third side of this coin, all these people who were like, I always saw Namor as Asian. Like, and most of his illustrations in the comics, he does present a more Eastern Asian appearance. Okay. So a lot of folks wanted Daniel Day Kim, who, so sexy. Oh, yeah. Super down.
Yeah, he's a good actor, too.
And a lot of people were campaigning for Eastern Asian actors. They were all doing their, like, dream casting, and it was a lot of Eastern Asian actors. And while I'm not opposed to Tinoch. He looks kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
He definitely doesn't look like Namor to me. So that's just my one little nitpick that I'm going to have.
Mm-hmm.
The other part is me geeking out over the fact that we are finally getting Namor in the movies. Yeah. Finally. And I don't want to hear no comparisons to Aquaman, because even though I'm more DC than Marvel, let's just keep them worlds separate. Yes, it's Atlantis. Yes, it's a half human, half super being. But like you said, Namor is a mutant, not a demigod like Aquaman is.
Yeah.
So, the only hiccup, of course, is there's no Black Panther. Like, who's playing Black Panther?
Yeah, Marvel still, they getting heat from fans that want TChalla recasted because they don't want to lose the TChalla stories that are left to tell in Wakanda. But then we have like the cast members and other people, you know, saying that Chadwick Boseman had this iconic role and they really don't want to, you know, taint that image in any way. So that's tough. But in terms of this Namor talk, I am excited for this new casting. It gives more to the Wakanda world, which I think they need in the sequel. I think, of course, there's a lot more to explore of Wakanda, and they're going to be having the Wakanda show, so we'll get to see a lot more of like the in culture. Yes. But I want Wakanda to be their reach to travel across the world, and seeing as he's from Atlantis, that gives him the opportunity to interact with different people from different worlds and show like the strength of Wakanda no matter where they're at.
Absolutely.
Their strength is going to be shown.
Yes.
And this character sounds interesting, that he has this ties to Atlantis. He's also a mutant. You know we're going to love anything mutant X-Men related.
Are we finally going to get some hints?
Yeah,
Come
so
on,
they can tie
X-Men,
in
where are you?
Movies, the X-Men and Wakanda.
Okay.
I'm for it.
I'm all about it.
Yeah.
And I absolutely agree. More exploration of Wakanda. But if I can't see Black Panther and Namor boxing, like I'm like, no disrespect to Shuri. Love Shuri when she became Black Panther. She rocked it. She did a fantastic job as Queen of Wakanda. She has so many
adventures on
as one of the smartest people on planet Earth. That's right, I said it. And so did Iron Man, for all of y'all about to come in like, what about? Yeah. She just, that's not the fights I want to see. I'm ready to see T'Challa knocking Namor around like he always does.
So you want T'Challa?
That's right.
In the Wakanda Forever.
That's right.
You think that
they're
already starting to work on it.
I am pro recasting T'Challa.
Do you think that maybe they've been secretly working on that and they just don't want to put it out?
I think they're trying it and they're going to wait. I think so. They have not, like, they already backtracked on their original announcement that made it seem like Shuri was for sure about to be the next Black Panther, especially after that petition went around with so many fans signing it saying that they would like to have T'Challa recast. Of course, it's of no disrespect to Chadwick Boseman, and we already know that no one is going to be able to touch that performance for the sentimental value alone.
And I don't think anyone even would try to mimic his rendition of
T'Challa. But after one T'Challa movie, we're just gonna say no more T'Challa forever? Like, come on, that isn't gonna work. Especially not for the fantastic universe building that Marvel has been able to do. Like, the universe is built huge, and Shuri's like 16 right now. Like, come on.
Yeah.
She's not about to go from 16 to Queen of Wakanda.
Yeah.
Just recast him, y'all. Just let it be and recast him.
Yeah, I agree. I'm on both sides. I feel like it is kind of too soon to recast him for Wakanda Forever. I think like that would be just like kind of an odd transition to a new T'Challa and just picking up where it left off. So I feel like they should maybe save that maybe for the third or the fourth film, or if they do a next Avengers and then this is the next T'Challa. But I feel like with this Namor casting, they have the opportunity to maybe it not be directly related to T'Challa. Maybe this is like some in-between time where like Okoye is kind of just managing things on her own.
I see what you
before
mean.
they bring him back. Shuri's still doing
just like
her
interim,
own thing.
like an interim leader.
And while he's off doing whatever he needs to do, this other villain is coming and trying to wreck shop in Wakanda.
Right.
And they got to figure it out together. And then that gives them time to recast T'Challa for the third or fourth movie, and also bring back the true villain that needs to come
we're
back.
all waiting for.
Eric
Killmonger. Bring him back.
I don't believe he's dead.
Of course he's not
Argue
dead.
with your mother. He's not dead.
Bury me with my ancestors.
Yeah. So I think that this casting with this villain would give them time to kind of figure out the next steps. So
I can see that.
I think it's interesting. In terms of what you said with the actor and his I'm about to get canceled. I think
so, you know,
he's a new name. He was on Narcos Mexico, so I know some people might know him from that, but I feel like he's new. Get on top of it. The movie's not even out yet.
You got time.
Do your public accountability. Get it all done, so by the time the movie comes back,
it's not even touching
just
it.
focus on your character.
Exactly, and we can just enjoy our next installment of Marvel.
Yeah. But I definitely like that. I want to see some Latinx representation
Absolutely.
in Marvel.
Oh yeah.
And I think like I could see people wanting an East Asian character, but isn't the Shang-Chi movie coming up?
We
so
are getting Shang-Chi
representation there. It's gonna be majority Asian cast.
That's true, and it looks great.
So yeah, I think with that push to bring more diversity in the MCU, I'm excited for this choice.
Absolutely, absolutely is one of my favorite words, guys. You're gonna hear it.
Any more thoughts about the Wakanda Forever casting rumors?
Girl, I could go on for days. I could go on and on. Don't get my nerd too up. Don't get my nerd up too high.
I think things are going to be on the right path. Kevin Feige knows what he wants to do.
I mean, Marvel they got a formula, and boy, oh boy, are they making it work.
That he's going to make
they got a formula that is working over there.
Yeah.
Still Team DC over Marvel. But
save that for
that's another day. That's a whole
detox. Later detox.
That's a whole nother thing right there. Don't let me open up that can of worms.
So in terms of getting a little more action, another coming up, JohnWick4 coming down the pipeline. And according to Collider.com, the casting is being fleshed out. Lawrence Fishburne is confirming his return.
Pigeon Man.
And praising the script that it goes much deeper. John Wick Chapter 4 is currently scheduled for May 27th, 2022 release.
Okay. I got a couple thoughts.
Okay.
Because right now I said Pigeon Man, and of course it made me think about that episode of Hey Arnold. Y'all remember that episode of Hey Arnold with the Pigeon Man?
According to Collider, his technical name, Lawrence Fishburne, is the Bowery King. I just found that out when I read that.
They said that in the movie. They called him the Bowery King, but I will call him the Pigeon Man.
So Larry's coming back.
I heard Halle Berry's coming back too.
Oh.
But let's not sit here and act like the biggest news about John Wick 4 wasn't the fact that we're getting Donnie Yen.
Oh, I got that. Don't worry.
Mr. Ip Man himself. We got that. I'm going to break it all down. But Lawrence Fishburne's coming back. I like it because you get that Matrix nod. That's very true,
together.
Huh? Oh, I didn't even think about that. Why didn't that click in my head during the last movie?
Yeah.
Oh, Morpheus and Neo back together.
So I really like that they keep on, bringing them back together. And I feel like Larry Fishburne, Lawrence Fishburne, probably has a bigger role in the John Wick world, but they just, because so much stuff is going on in all the other chapters, they haven't been able to flesh out his role. But clearly he has a big role in this world that he keeps on popping up.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I agree. Of course.
And he sounds excited for the next film. So
I'm saying.
It sounds like he's going to have a pretty substantial role in it.
And since you mentioned it, there is Matrix 4 coming out as well.
Oh, wow.
So I'm wondering, like Keanu is just having a blast right now.
We love to see
Okay, Keanu is everywhere. Mr. Reeves, and I'm here for it.
Yeah. So we're happy about that. Lawrence Fishburne coming back as the Bowery King. As you said, a new cast member is going to be the Donnie Yen.
The one and only
We're not sure of what capacity his role is going to be. Is he going to be helping? Is he going to be a villain or adversary? We don't know. What are your thoughts?
I just love to see that man on screen. Either way, watching him perform his martial arts, his act, I just love seeing that man on screen. Mm-hmm. So he could be the bad guy, the good guy, the side character, the mailman, for all I care. Yeah. I want to see more Donnie Yen. Yeah. I can watch him any day of the week.
He usually plays more like good characters, right?
He does tend to be hero characters over villain characters, absolutely. But I'm wondering if Keanu Reeves is going to have to learn some more martial arts fighting styles, if that means he's going to be going up against somebody like Donnie Yen, or are we about to see Donnie Yen with guns in his hands?
Gun fu with some other martial arts.
Okay, like I got a new fighting style. It's called 9mm to the brain.
So that could be interesting. I mean, and this is the 4th installment of John Wick, so it's possible they're bringing in a well-known martial artist to transition maybe John Wick out or to some other role in this series, and he'll be taking on the main John Wick role in future
Okay,
films.
okay.
It's possible because you know.
Okay, them some thoughts.
Keanu is the best. He is what, over 50 at this
Gotta
point?
be, right?
So
somebody
yeah.
Google check that.
Yeah. So at some point they might want to keep the franchise going, but
there is a direct quote from Keanu saying he'd keep making these movies as long as he could. And I'm here to tell you, I'm here to keep watching them.
Yeah. As long as Keanu wants to stay, he's fine.
I'll keep watching.
Yeah, but in terms of like building the John Wick franchise,
right.
I can see them making this moves. Maybe he comes in the tag team with Keanu, and then he's gonna be by the next one the main. John
and maybe
Wick
like John Wick's character takes over for Ian McShane's character, and he starts running the hotel and the coins and the business and the weapons. That could be cool. I wonder if we're getting another dog.
I don't know if you can be. We've had an adorable beagle.
The
R.I.P.
The pit bull.
The adorable pit bull.
Still around. Halle Berry's character had the two dope dogs that I always think are German Shepherds, but I'm pretty sure that they're that other breed that looks like German Shepherd but isn't German Shepherd.
Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, I'm always happy for more dogs in anything.
Yeah, shout out to the dog lovers out there. Shout out to the dog lovers. Should be a whole
film about assassin dogs, and
I'm telling you, you could put a grenade on that pit bull, and I'm like, yes, get him, Daisy, go for it.
Yeah. I'm saying, so we got Lawrence Fishburne, Donnie Yen coming in. We don't know in what capacity. There's also a newcomer, Rina Sawayama.
Ooh.
And this will be her feature debut. So
I saw some pictures of her.
I haven't
Beautiful.
Seen, yeah.
I saw some pictures of her. I'm curious as to if she's coming in.
Yeah, she giving you love interest. She
exactly.
Giving you adversary.
Is she the villain?
Is she giving you tag team?
Is she the villain's sidekick? You know they like to make the women sidekicks more than they make us the main villains.
But this might be the time to change it, and we might see like some new avenues they put into JohnWick4.
I'll take a leading lady villain. Always down for a good leading lady villain.
Especially who can fight.
Okay.
Yeah, that would be dope. And then we also have Bill Skarsgård.
No way. Skarsgård. Yeah. William Skarsgård. Don't be trying to go by Bill all informal. You're still a young man.
Who played infamous Pennywise
yes,
in
he did.
It, which I will not watch. I don't watch clown stuff. Don't ask me. It's not happening. But Bill Skarsgård is in talks to also join.
I got introduced to Bill Skarsgård in that Netflix series. What was it called? Oh my gosh. And he was like the Romanian version of vampires. There was werewolves. There was a Frankenstein. There was angels. What was that called? Oh my goodness, I'm so sad. Something Grove. That's what it was. It was really good. I enjoyed it. It had Femke Janssen in it. Like, it was good stuff. It was good. Something Grove, I want to say. Something with an H in Grove. It's been done for a while. They did 3 good seasons. Okay. Good storytelling. They did a good job.
It seems like he tends to take on like interesting
Grove.
Dark roles.
It's Hemlock Grove. Okay. I got there.
So he takes like villain, dark.
Yes, he does play darker characters. That's true. He's riding along that because he's the baby brother to Alexander Skarsgård, and his father is Soren. You know them. Okay. Yes, Alexander Skarsgård, who played Tarzan. He was in True Blood, and then the father, who is quite famous. He was in the King Arthur movie. I always remember him from King Arthur, playing the Anglo-Saxon villain. It's a talented family. And then his other brother played in Vikings. He played Floki in Vikings. Okay. So the whole family. It's like 7 of them, and all of them are actors, models, musicians. Just an incredibly talented family.
Okay. So Bill, maybe he'll come in, maybe not the final boss, but he might be one of the adversaries that John has to fight somewhere in the battle. He might like come from a darker part of the world. And he's
a big long dude. So we're definitely going to see him in some nice looking suits. Okay. Absolutely.
Well, interesting casting choice. Overall, it sounds like they're excited about this next installment. I'm excited for as many John Wicks as they want to bring out. And we'll just have to see in 2022 what this next John Wick 4 is going to bring us. But
there it is.
We're excited about it.
Looking forward to it. Not going to lie. I'll watch all of them shoot 'em ups. Bring it on.
All right. Any other thoughts before we move on?
No, this was fun. I had a good time.
All right.
Can't wait till next time.
All right, you guys. So we have had our weekly detox. Some mess, some good, some Marvel, some Lawrence Fishburne. And so we will see you back on the next one when we break down all the mess and news we've learned for next week.
All right, y'all. Bye.
Bye.